thanks for doing that. Clay Bock. And then Maureen Blackman. I know you needed that warning. Maureen, you're after Clay, okay?
Wow. Well, actually, I showed up tonight. I wasn't even planning to speak, and good thing I came to at least defend myself, because actually I have been a Scientologist for 40 years, and to be honest with you, I never even thought it was going to be an issue when I decided to run for city council. So, I mean, somebody had made it an issue on Facebook that I'm actually been the president of Citizens Commission on Human Rights, which is a group that was founded by the Church of Scientology in 1969 that investigates and exposes psychiatric fraud and abuse, and deals with, for instance, 8 million children in America on psychiatric drugs, electric shock treatment still taking place, even at St. Joe's, 450 volts electricity through people's heads, destroying their brain or their functions. But actually, you know, I had no idea Pauline would be here. Like I said, I had no idea this was going to be an issue, but actually Bill Dalton came to our grand opening at our Church of Scientology in Santa Ana, and he spoke as one of the speakers. And Pauline, if you remember, some of you might have been on the council then, she came and just a hate-filled speech, you know, about Scientology. I mean, I have to, Scientology, we have our haters, and you could say it would be like the KKK and the African Americans. I mean, for 30 years, there are people that devote their time to just attacking Scientology. I mean, Maureen, when she first talked to her, and I forget, oh, she asked me where my wife was, and she was in Florida at the church there doing some services. But Maureen asked, well, where's your wife? And I said, oh, she's in Florida. She's at our church Scientology. And I said, have you heard about it? She goes, nothing but scary things, right? So, I mean, there's people that really are dedicated to just putting out false information about what Scientology is. Like I say, I could show you thousands of Scientologists that are thrilled with their religion and what they do in their religion. We have a lot of public services that we do. For instance, I mean, one of the things I'm so adamant against the pot shops and so emphatic about that these drugs are just horrible things for our families, our kids. I'm part of the drug-free world, and we have information that we give out for free, mainly funded by Scientologists, and we give them out by the hundreds of thousands that basically educate people as far as what marijuana does to them, synthetic drugs, the epidemic with heroin going on. I mean, they're donated for free, and people can just ask for them. And of course, nothing's free. It's paid for by Scientologists who make donations. There's another program called The Way to Happiness, which is a booklet with, I think it's 19 different precepts, like honor your parents, love and help children, don't be temperate, don't be promiscuous, don't do anything illegal, be productive. Anyway, it was written by L. Ron Hubbard, one of the last things that he ever wrote, which was basically because he observed that there's a degradation happening in our society. And so, anyway, that's something that's available from the church. I mean, like I said, I didn't even think of it being an issue, and when you have somebody that comes up with crazy things like that, I mean, I did go out. She mentioned going to this person's home. Well, that particular person, you've heard of Anonymous, who they've attacked our police, they've attacked other different institutions. Well, for a while there, their devotion was attacking Scientology, and he would come every week or every month, and they would do a big protest with signs, and he'd dress up like, you know, costumes. And so we went to his house just to give him a little bit of his own medicine, and it was kind of crazy because he didn't like it too much. He called the mobile home park manager, and we left. But I mean, it was nothing like she's talking about, but it's like, anyway, you can, I'm sure if you've heard of Scientology, and if you Google it, I mean, if there's tons of positive things that you could find that it's doing, tons of it. I mean, like I say, we have a place in Santa Ana, you can come anytime, go for a tour. take all the time you want. They have many displays that you can look at and just judge for yourself what it is. So, I mean, but also there's a lot of crazy stuff about it that people are just dedicated. And part of it may be we're one of the only groups against.
Thank you very much. Maureen
All right.
Blackman?
Thank you.